I don't even know if she'd do it. I know she had very bad experiences there, but she was one of the greats.
What's going on, everybody? It's Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of Writing with Russo. Writing with Russo. Say that 10 times. Actually, say that 30 times. Each for the Royal Rumble entrance. Actually, nowadays, say it 60 times because there are 60 events total. 30 men, 30 women, separate Royal Rumbles, 60 people. We're having World War III all over again.
I did a little history today, bro. I did Vic Venom did a little show comparing this year's Royal Rumble and the participants going all the way back to 1988 when there were 20 participants,
that's right.
But some heavy-duty names in that Royal Rumble.
I'm wrestling trivia. They call me a wrestling encyclopedia. Jim Duggan won that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Indeed.
And it was on free. It was on free TV. I watched that in real time, bro. I remember watching that on real time, live as it was happening. Yes.
There was a time that I can just spit out like all of them. I can give you about 5. I can give you the first 5 real quick. Duggan, Stud, Hogan, Flair, Yoko.
Wow, I couldn't.
Yoko was 93, Flair 92, Hogan won back-to-back, Stud 89. And then 94 was actually the Brett and Luger thing. Like both they both
double
won.
Gimmick.
Yep. 95 and 96 was actually Shawn Michaels back-to-back. Austin was 97, 98 back-to-back. 99 was Vince. 2000 was Rock and Big Show. So there you go. Those are the first 12 years.
And 2022, Sami Zayn.
No, Veer Mahan. Or Omos.
Yes.
One or the other. All right, man. So look, we're going to have a little fun tonight. We're actually going to talk about our personal surprise entrance that we think for the Royal Rumble. Not necessarily what we want, but what we think. You know, it's one of the coolest elements of the Royal Rumble. I've shared this before. It's 30 entrants, and typically in the 24 years of the Royal Rumble, it's actually the 25th Royal Rumble in the 24-year span. It's typically like 3 to 5 people who has a shot of winning the match. All right. And within those 3 to 5, there's legends, there's surprise entrants. Nowadays, I would say over the past probably 20 years or so, probably even longer than that, people who are there live, they get excited, they do the countdown, they wait for the ramp, they wait for the Titantron to see who's going to come out, to see who the music's going to be, to see who's Titantron going to be. So that's also a pretty fun element of the Royal Rumble that actually makes us as spectators kind of have a better buy-in, because again, there's usually only 3 to 5 people who have a shot of winning. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to give our personal picks of who's going to be surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble. All right, we're going to do men and women. So Vince, what do you want to do first, men or women?
Let's do the women first.
Okay. All right. Coin toss. You win. Do you want to receive or defer?
I want to defer.
Okay. I'll defer.
You'll go 3, I'll go 3, or you can do all 3 at once.
Well, I'll go 3. You actually let's do one. You want to do one-on-one?
Yeah.
One by one? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first is not necessarily in a particular order. One of the entrants I believe they're going to do is they're going to bring back Alundra Blaze. I think Madusa is going to be one of the entrants. She's still in phenomenal shape. You know, she looks like she could beat anybody in the whole, arena still. She still has it. And even if it's for 5 to 7 minutes for a cool filler spot, I think that she's going to be one of the surprise entrants will be Madusa. Vince, what you got?
Bro, I swear to God, I'm not just piggybacking on you. I see, bro. I'm letting my feelings get into this. It's gonna be all my feelings, bro. I've been friends with Madusa since 1995.
Nice.
I would love to see her in this spot because I know it would mean a lot to her. I
Nice.
know that, bro. And I like people to get their just desserts and what they deserve and be happy. I would definitely, but she would be like my third pick. I
Yeah.
got two women before her, but she would be my third pick.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm a huge person of I'm a huge proponent of giving people their flowers while they're living.
I
People
agree with it 100%.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm a
Yes.
big fan of that. I think we need to do more of that in this world instead of troll and find something negative
Yeah, I
to
agree
say
with
about
that.
somebody so much. we
Yes.
we are we are paid to criticize Raw, but when it comes to people who are legends and we talk about bad booking, but when it comes to personal lives, give the people their flowers while they're living instead
Yes.
of putting it on their casket when they're dead. So
Yes.
they'll appreciate a little bit more, I think, if they're living to see it. So we're giving Alundra Blaze her flowers right now because she deserves it and she is a legend. Absolutely. My number two is another person who still got it, another person who's a Hall of Famer, another person who still looks the part, who can still go in and kick anybody's butt. Former cruiserweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, Jacqueline. I think Jacqueline will be in the Royal Rumble. I think she will get a surprise spot. Again, she still has it. She can bang with anybody in the locker room, and she would be a pretty cool surprise to come in the women's Royal Rumble match. Vince.
I would love to see, bro, because I am playing favorites again. And I'll be honest with you, bro, there was really some bad blood on her part. I don't even know if she would accept. But it's the flowers, as you say, bro. The flowers. Give these greats their just due.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see Gail Kim
I like it.
get a spot in the
I
Royal
like it.
Rumble. I don't even know if she'd do it. I know she had very bad experiences there, but she was one of the greats.
Yeah, she's an executive in Impact now.
I
So
know. Yep.
I don't know if that'll happen, but I agree.
Well, they got Mickey James, right? I mean,
Yeah, but I think because of Trashgate and
yeah, I agree
trying
with that. I agree
trying
with
to
that.
make amends for Trashgate,
Yeah.
I think that is the reason why she's in. And plus, as far as I know, unless it's changed within the past couple of weeks, she doesn't have a contract with Impact. So I think she's just kind of playing it by ear when it comes to that. Because I know she wrestled in NWA. There are Hard Times. I think I watched
Yeah.
the pay per view. I think it was Hard Times, the last pay per view that they had. She wrestled. I think it was against Kiera Hogan, if I'm not mistaken. It was a pretty cool match. So yeah, I know she's doing both. So yeah, interestingly enough, her boo, her hubby, wrestles in the NWA, Nick Aldis. So, I know that she goes back and forth with NWA and Impact. So, I think that kind of helped her. But we're talking about this forbidden door. That was the subject that we had before. I agree with you. I don't see why Gail Kim. I mean, what is it? I mean, how is WWE getting a loss from this? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
Like,
right. I agree. No,
yeah,
I agree, bro. Yeah.
I agree. So here's my number one. I think this is a bit of going to be a shocker. I think this person. I think this will be a huge surprise, like a legit surprise. It's really difficult to have like major surprises because typically with the WWE, when it comes to Royal Rumble, they go back into the same surprise entrant well that it's like, it's we saw you 2 years ago, we saw you last year, we saw you 3 years ago, which is the reason why two of my male surprises to me is just going from the well, unfortunately. But this one is not going from the well. This one to me would be a legit surprise to see none other than Paige. I think Paige would be a legit huge surprise by coming to the Royal Rumble. I imagine there could be definitely some clearance. I mean, Edge, Christian with concussions, Daniel Bryan, Sting, with the career-ending neck injury. So there's the technology, the medical advancement is there to be able to, clear her now. So I think Paige would be a really good entrance, and plus she could be protected too, even if it's just either a one and done, or perhaps we see her in an angle with not a lot of physicality leading into WrestleMania, or it's something that a manager role. I think there could be many I think this can be an off ramp to a lot of things. It doesn't have to be a lot of wrestling within Paige, but I think this would be a good way to bring it back.
And I heard that is a very strong probability. I heard.
Mhm. Yeah,
However,
I heard some things too, but I'm like, how
I'm
the
gonna
sheets
go.
are.
I'm gonna go with one of my favorites.
Okay.
I got a feeling she may be in it. I just have a feeling. Okay, and she is one of the legitimate bad. You know what? I know I'm not allowed to curse on
Bad
this show.
apples, as Road Warrior Animal would
Bad
say.
apples. She is one of the original bad apples. She could whoop my butt in 30 seconds.
She can whoop your apple.
I would love to see my girl Victoria in
Yes.
Royal Rumble. And
Yes.
I got a feeling. I got a feeling she's promoting a lot of new merch. Her presence. There's a larger presence there on social media now. I gotta feel. I would love to. I love that woman. I love her, bro.
I ain't the lady to mess with, as her theme song would say. I have been lobbying on my shows and discussions. I have been lobbying for at least 5 years for Victoria to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. To this day,
Absolutely.
I have zero clue why Victoria's not in the Hall of Fame. It's mind boggling to me, and
Well,
the decisions to make.
Don't we kind of know?
But at the same time, Vince, I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm not going to say any names,
Right.
okay? But there's been some iffies over the past few years in the female department that made it to the Hall of Fame.
And the male
department.
And let's be honest, bro. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, bro, but I don't even know if we're allowed to call women sweethearts. She's a sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart. All right.
She's a sweetheart of a woman. I'm sorry.
She's a sweetheart. Just because someone's a sweetheart doesn't mean it can whip your tail. So I like those. I like those choices. I honestly think we can see all of them. That we all said in there.
I
think
it would
be interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah. I think Gail Kim is the farthest stretch.
Yeah.
But I think at the same time, I mean, again, if it's just a 7-minute spot, WWE won't. They're not hurting. There's not some type of competition issue with that. So, should be interesting to see.